There's your Super Bowl 16 fun fact of the day.
What?
There we go. In case you're like, damn, I wonder what happened in that 82 Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Jack just he gave you the
Yep.
score and a breakdown.
Literally one thing that was even relevant was the fact that the Niners played in that one too. Everything else was different.
Here's your no-nonsense fact of the day. All right. Episode 103 of the Fair Enough podcast. It is Super Bowl week. Bob in Detroit, Michael in Chicago, Jack is back, Jack in Detroit. Michael's down today. He's a little down. We got a little weird color clash going. I'm in my brown hype beast uniform, and Michael is rocking the all black.
Bob's an E-boy today.
It's a gray sweater. Relax.
Oh. Funeral Mike.
Dude. Yeah.
Back in
That's
black,
what
baby.
they say. Dude, you know what?
What?
I just feel a little disrespected right now.
Do you?
And it upsets me.
I like that. Coming in
Where
with an
it's
edge
like-
today. Super Bowl week.
You know, and it's sad, and I don't want to say it too loud, which is fucked. But it's like I come home, and there's a bunch of people eating dinner in the kitchen, and it's like, hey, you couldn't wait 12 minutes for me to get home? And it's like, do you want to come eat with us? No, I don't. And I didn't. It's like, come on, man. I don't know. I just felt like, hey, what the fuck?
So you feel that you deserve... So you won't eat unless invited to dinner, is what you're saying to me.
No, but the fact that it was just like, it's like my dad and shit. Like,
You
it's
think
like they were just like,
spite-
fuck. Huh?
You think this was a spite move out of your
No, it
father?
wasn't no, not a spite move. It was just inconsiderate. That's all.
Just a not
like-
even thinking about young Mike move.
Yeah, exactly. Wait 5 minutes, literally.
Well, he's probably sick and tired of you using his fucking deodorant all the time.
Yeah, he could be sick and tired all he fucking wants. Just wait. You know? I don't give
I
a
mean,
shit.
we all know he doesn't want you to hit the road, so he better act right.
That's what I'm saying, dude. You're about to catch me out on fucking 79 and Cicero. Fucking hitchhiking.
Thumb up, ready to rock.
Dude, I'll fucking work. I'll live out of a motel for the time being. I don't give a shit, dude. Pay my
Yeah.
fucking $12 a day. It's probably more than that, but I don't know.
Depends
That
on
just
where
had
you
me-
go.
Yeah,
I mean,
not
well-
all of them.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's all.
I don't know that I've ever been. I'm a big I'd rather not do the formal dinner invite me kind of. I'd rather go in buffet style. Oh, you guys are already eating your shit. Let me just. Is the shit still warm? Was that maybe a problem that you had?
I don't know. I didn't eat it.
I know.
My thing
but
is, it's okay. I'm just saying, if you were to it's you know they know you're gonna be home
Mhm.
in within the next 10 to 15 minutes, not even, probably less. It's like you're doing like a family dinner, and it's like, I live here, dude. Like, I feel like I should have been at least, hey, dinner's gonna be ready at this time. All right, cool. Like, it was just like, oh, you want to eat? No, I don't. I really don't. I'd rather go sit up and charge my phone and then go do my fucking podcast to the people that matter.
Yeah, I just think you're
I
just in
don't
a
know.
bad mood. I'm not seeing the issue here.
No,
What
I
was-
was just gonna say I don't know if
What do
I
you
don't know
mean?
if I
It's-
understand what the problem is.
Okay, that's like if you were, let's say, if you live with your girl and you knew she gets home at 5:30, but you decided to eat half your dinner,
Yeah.
starting at 5:15, and then she comes home and is like, okay, well, I guess, and you'll be like, well, I got some for you too, but I already ate mine. Where it's like, it's just a little disrespectful. It's just like, hey, just wait. It's not like it's 2 hours. It's a couple minutes.
I'm not even batting an eye there. As long as
Yeah,
there's
no.
food for me, that's all I care about.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you're wrong. I think you would bat an eye and you'd be like a little bit annoyed. It's principle. It's like, dude, come on.
Are you
I
batting
don't
an eye,
know.
Jack?
I don't
was-
know that I even. I'd prefer
You
to
guys are
eat
both wrong.
myself.
Yeah,
wrong.
I see.
You
I
got-
gotta feel
You're
the
both
same way.
wrong though. It's different. It's not this. Yeah, when you live alone and shit. Yeah, or you live with like your roommates and stuff. Like, it's one thing, but it's like, dude, whatever. Then I'm not gonna get into it because it's just annoying and it's
Now we're
annoying me
getting
that
into
you guys
a whole
aren't.
family
You guys aren't
dynamic.
even. You guys are the fact that you guys aren't seeing the fucking point is making me annoyed more. So we're just gonna drop it and we're gonna move on whatever the fuck we're about to start talking about and have a good day. All right, let's go. I took an edible to hopefully fucking boost my spirits a little bit. I haven't been high in like 2 weeks. I only took a little
Whoa.
bit.
Wow.
So I'm just saying the end of this might get a little weird. I don't know. But
Let's hope
either
so.
way, what do we got on the fucking docket? Let's get into it.
I just picture
Also,
Jack
Allen
walk-
Iverson, number 3. Boom. Roasted.
I just picture Jack walking into a house. Everybody just like his whole family just finished their like steak dinner. And Jack's like, "You guys are all done eating? Perfect. I'll catch you guys tomorrow." Walks into his room, right into the bedroom with a full steak on his plate.
Yep.
Dude,
And I would sit
Oh.
in my bed and eat it like a normal person.
Fucking smell you later. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna eat and watch some Netflix.
Dude, there's nothing quite like eating by yourself with a little bit of YouTube on the side.
Yep. All right, Mike, we're done. Oh, we'll stop
Yeah.
unpacking it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the fun.
103. Allen Iverson is the one, I would say. OBJ was 13.
Babe Ruth.
Hey, I got one for you because I've been watching this NASCAR show on Netflix. Give that a watch, by the way. Fascinating. These guys are fucking crazy people. Dale Sr., number 3, R.I.P.
Rip.
Dude, I just
Speaking
watched
of
a video of
RIP,
his
Toby
crash.
Keith. R.I.P.
Dude.
Yo, Jack, what the fuck?
Raise hell,
Well, for
praise
the first
Dale.
time, it just like came up out of nowhere and it was
Yeah.
fucking insane.
Yeah,
Yep, Jack.
we're talking about two different things. Jack's still talking about Dale Earnhardt going down, and we're talking about Toby Keith now.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
Raise hell,
Yeah.
praise Dale is the shirt that we all should get
Oh, okay.
in
Oh,
honor.
okay.
Yeah, dude, Toby. I didn't even write that down. I forgot. I didn't
Yeah,
forget.
it's fucked up.
I'm always thinking about Toby. That was Toby for me. He was the first country music memory that I have. It was like it's
Really?
super vivid. Yeah, my mom was getting ready to go somewhere. Like we were all getting ready to go somewhere, and my mom was like getting ready, and she always like our parents are very big for whatever reason on like the weird music channels that come with cable. You know what I'm talking about? They're like at the very end. It'll be like
yeah,
classic
like the music
rock.
choice.
Yeah, music choice. They love if music choice goes down, like they're probably gonna have to move to a different country. They're gonna be fucking shook about it. But they do
they
that
love
shit
that
now.
shit.
But back in the day, they used to run like the music video channel, and my
Yeah.
mom would dial up the music videos, and I just remember the "How Do You Like Me Now" Toby Keith music video.
Yeah, how do you like me
blasted.
now?
What a tune! And ever since then, I was like, Toby Keith is fucking dope. Like this is gonna be my guy for country, and he always was.
I don't even I don't even know. I've never seen the video. I'm not a giant Toby Keith fan, but he has like 7 or 8 absolute certified hitters. So
Mm-hmm.
uh,
I mean, as good as I once was, I love this bar. How do you like me now?
Beer for my horses.
Courtesy of the red, white, and blue. Yeah, save.
Isn't he Red Solo Cup as well?
He's
Yeah.
Red Solo Cup, dude. It's just.
I mean,
countless.
he's just got certified hitters. Yeah, that's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. Like, I'm not a fan, but I'm not like I hear a song and I'm like, it's a good song. It's a good song.
maybe the most for the boys, for the troops, guys you'll ever hear in country music.
Yeah, definitely one of the better Americans that's ever
Yeah.
been. For sure.
He's up there, top 10 American, maybe.
And also, you know what? I applaud a dude who dies with fucking like just as some fucking guts and like noble, like just he was performing last weekend. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it
I didn't even know
matter.
he was sick.
Well, until you look at any interview over the last year or two, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. But like, how often you see a Toby interview?
You don't. Unless you're
but when
real
you start
dialed
going
in.
through it, yeah. But you're like, and that's another thing too. Like nobody knows, nobody can. Like, no, it is what it is. He's like, I'm just gonna do my shit. And he just died like a goddamn man. Like he said, hey, I'm it's gonna beat me, but I'm fucking giving it everything I have, and I'm gonna give the people everything I have until it beats me. And like that's,
Yep.
I mean, fuck it. Like I don't even fuck with him like that or like have any connection, but that like gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. You know?
For sure. Sad that
Yeah.
I never got to see him. He would have been like one of the top country guys that I want to see.
I'm pretty sure Toby Keith was my first concert I've ever been to. And I had no idea who it was. I had no idea what I was doing. I was like fucking 15, which is crazy. That was my first concert. Probably it was the first concert I ever went to alone. I probably went to shit like before, but
Yeah, like with
yeah,
friends and shit, like not your
yeah,
parents. You
like
mean?
like high school girlfriend shit.
Mhm.
And yeah, and I just remember being like, God damn it, I need to get into country music and I need to break up with this girl now. Because it was just fucking Daisy Dukes and fucking flannels up to the toots. And
Oh
it
yeah.
was just unreal.
Do you remember
But
the show at all? Like, did he put on a good
nah,
show?
I remember saying, I remember the girl I was with really, really enjoying it. Um, I was still like very anti-country at that time.
Yeah,
So I don't really recall. I kind of was just like, being the boyfriend behind the girl that's into it. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I
It's a
don't
job.
really know. The first two concerts I've ever been to, I think it was in one way or the other. I think it was Toby Keith, then Tim McGraw. Those are the first because she wanted to go.
That's sick though. She took you to a couple of
Yeah.
bangers.
Yeah, now that I know, but at the time I was like, if it ain't Kid Cudi, it ain't for me. Like,
Right. Yeah, which I get. You were
yeah, I was very
fucking.
rad.
How do you like me now? Right into where the green grass grows.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was. If you would have thought, you'd have thought I was homegrown. You know what I mean? You would have
Yeah.
thought I was from there, but no,
Yeah,
no,
dude.
no.
Homegrown.
Alabama Mike. That's a
Alabama
guy.
Mike.
Actually, it's
That is a guy.
Mississippi Mike. That's the guy. That's the guy we
Yeah,
need.
you're never
R.I.P.
gonna
to
get it
Toby
from me.
Keith.
True.
So we got a couple more things to talk about. We'll talk about Dave Chappelle and then his new special. Mike also watched this American Nightmare shit. Jack, which if you can Google that real quick and just get us like a good summary so we have names correct and things like that, that'd be great. But after that, we'll do Super Bowl. We got a bunch of Super Bowl stuff. I want to talk about Usher at halftime, what we kind of think about the game, and I also have a bunch of funny props that you won't be able to get on DraftKings and FanDuel, but you can get them on Bovada if you're
Yeah, or your
into,
local bookie.
yeah, or your local bookie if you're looking to like cash a check from Canada 3 to 6 months from now. You could definitely do it that way, but they're hilarious to talk about, so we'll get into those and say what we kind of think is going to happen with those. So what'd you think about the Chappelle special?
So I was going into it thinking there was going to be something crazy
Yeah,
because you were like, you got to watch this, and I'm like, huh. But I mean, I thought it was good. I thought it was very Chappelle. I didn't think it was like, I personally like his newest comedy, like the last 4 or 5 years, whatever, since he's been back. I I don't love politically polarizing comedy. I
yeah,
think it's funny. I think when you really make fun of it in like in joking ways, not the way he does it. He kind of is like, he talks shit about it, kind of like, well, like he
yeah,
says, he's like, oh, I punch down, right? That's what he was saying. Uh, so like, I'm not usually like, I haven't been as into Chappelle's comedy compared to obviously the old shit and even like the Chappelle show, whatever. Like, um,
mhm,
but he's a phenomenal storyteller. He's so good at doing his job. He really knows what he's doing. So I like it. And there are some really funny parts. I thought this was pretty funny though. And I think it was funny the way he like straight up came out the womb and was like, I'm not going to hate on trans people. Then he's just like, and then there was just subtle ones all night long. And it's like, that's
yep,
funny. Like it was good. And then obviously the ending was amazing. The way,
yep,
his story about being a dreamer and this and that. I
yeah. That was so
really
cool.
I liked it. I like it. I'll give it like a 7.8 out of 10.
Okay.
And
See,
I feel like that's high.
no, definitely. I
Okay.
was like, I wasn't telling you, and I completely agree with everything that you just said because some of the Chappelle stuff turns me off now because it is so politically charged and like he's actually
Mhm.
like upset, which I get why he's upset, and I get, he's the GOAT. Like he should be able to say
Mhm.
whatever the fuck he wants, and he does.
Yeah.
But I too like his old shit. I like Killing Them Softly. Whatever the
Yeah. The
fucking
other
one
one,
where
just
he's
it's literally
wearing the
called
yellow
like,
shirt.
yeah, like Chappelle
Yeah,
Live or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
like those ones where there's it's just him telling stories. And I thought
Yeah.
that's kind of what this one was, more than his previous ones, where he was literally like, he was kind of, there was no big agenda behind this one. It was
No.
mostly just him talking shit, which is
Yeah,
the best
telling
version of
jokes.
Chappelle. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you 1000%.
And
It
the
was good.
motivational shit at the end when he's
Yeah.
talking about the dreamer story, that was great. And he's so good at like, how do you put a story together like that and then also like put a bunch of laughs in the middle of it? That's fucking crazy.
And then end it like with a trans joke again. And it's like,
Yeah.
you're like, God damn it, dude. Like, you had me fucking good. And then you just are like a trans person.
He's the best.
Yeah, no, it was really, this was the best one I think he's come out with since he's been back. And I've only watched like 3 of them actually. So I can't even say that. There's been like 5. I think I've only watched like 3 of them that he's come out with. Because the first 2 were so like, ugh. Like, just
Yeah.
shut the fuck up already, dude. Like, I don't, like, I'm coming to watch you so I don't have to hear this shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, not fucking, I don't know. So it was really good though.
Yeah,
Also,
it was good.
that song he puts on at the end, the Aloe Black song, "I'm the Man." First of
Yeah.
all, I love that song, and like the
It's
whole
a great
fucking
tune.
montage of all the photos of him and 1,000 different fucking awesome people.
I was
Like,
gonna ask you if you saw that, if you stayed
dude,
till
yeah,
that part.
that was the best. That was like the second best part of the whole thing. For one, that song gets me absolutely fired the fuck up, like in
Yeah.
the best way, like motivationally. Like, first of all, I love Aloe Black, and that song is just so good and makes you want to like cry and like fuck and like run through a
And
wall
run
at the
through a
same
wall.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, it's weird. So like that was super cool too. Like, the guy is just, it almost looked like a going away party at the end. Like, it's like, is he fucking retiring right now? Like, it was kind of confusing.
Yeah. He'll keep collecting checks. As long as the
Yeah.
check's there, he's gonna keep collecting. And I just think he loves it too much. He loves the game. He loves hanging out with all the guys. Like, but yeah, that was super cool at the end. And like the little video of him doing like the killing him softly because it was in the same
Yeah.
venue in DC. That was cool. So
Yeah.
yeah, if you haven't watched it, go check out Dave Chappelle's new special. It's The Dreamer, right? That's what it's called.
Yeah. Also, his wife's a little fucking baddie.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Fucking Dave.
I don't know why I didn't assume she was. I always had like a very stereotypically racist vision of what his wife looked like.
Yeah.
So that was the first time I ever seen her, and I was like, yeah, I was very wrong. Very,
Yeah.
very wrong. I was thinking like Family Guy, the chick that goes across 5 lanes Asian.
Oh yeah.
You know what
Which
I'm saying?
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Like deep roots.
Yeah, dude. Like, yeah, it doesn't wear the shoes
Like
in the house type of person.
yeah.
You know?
You found her over there. She didn't come
Yeah.
here.
So that was weird. And I'm glad that I have a new perspective.
Do you remember that joke? He tells that joke in one of his most recent specials where the Asian lady in the crowd gets offended and she like writes him a letter and it's like, you were insensitive to my interracial marriage. And then because she was like dating some black guy or something like that. And Dave tells the joke. He's like, if she would have done just a little bit of research,
Yeah.
she would have known that my wife is Asian too. My wife is Filipino. He's
Yeah.
like, joke's on you, bitch. See you at Thanksgiving.
Oh, that shit's great, dude. He's
Yep.
good. He was funny. That was good. I'm glad I watched it because I would have never, honestly. Like, I was so turned off by the last couple that I was like, ugh. So the fact that you were like, dude, watch it. I was like, all right, I guess. So I'm glad. Thank you.
Okay. So this American Nightmare thing. This has been number 1 on Netflix for a couple weeks now. And I like the true crime shit. I don't know about you, but I could dive into a little bit. But most of them suck.
Yeah.
This one was really good. This one kind of surprised me. Did you watch this, Jack? Or have
No,
you
I
seen it?
just read the entire summary of it, and it's kind of insane.
Isn't that fucking wild? So
Yeah.
after episode 1, and Jack, read the first part of the summary. Give the people a little taste of exactly what the story's about. So then,
mean,
if anybody that hasn't watched it, or yeah, you can too, Mike.
I'll say I'm fucking 24 hours fresh. Tell me if this is any good, Jack. I'll do the first part of it. So, Diane Huskins and Aaron Quinn, couple out of fucking Vallejo,
Denise.
California. Didn't I say Denise? I said
Uh,
Diane. That was wrong.
said
Denise was in my head though. Thank you for correcting.
All right, you're fired, Jack.
Fuck.
No, I'm just kidding.
But anyways, they're dating. They're fresh. All of a sudden, they get kidnapped. Kind of. Denise definitely gets kidnapped and then gets taken, and then has to strap up her boyfriend, and he get goggled up, and then all of a sudden he gets to take his goggles off after she leaves.
They can't see out of these goggles, by the way. They're all black.
Blacked out. And then he calls the police because he's like, dude, I was abducted and my fucking girl's gone. They take him in and they're very like, oh yeah, buddy at first. And then all of a sudden they're like, you fucking killed her, eh, bud? What'd
Yep.
you do with the body? And he was just like, what in tarnation's going on? So then he gets a lawyer involved and he's like, if you guys think I killed this bitch, then I need to get a lawyer. And they're like, all right. So then that whole first part essentially is that. And out of nowhere, they start talking about how he was having problems with him texting his old ex, a fiance, blah, blah, blah. And funny part is that the kidnapper comes in and says, oh, fuck, this was supposed to be for Andrea, the ex-fiance. But they took Denise instead. Fucked up. It just doesn't make any sense. None of it's all bullshit. So the cops are like, nah. And then they started thinking it was potentially that movie Gone Girl. Remember that movie Gone Girl? I never watched it, but I know what the fuck it is now that I watched this cheesy ass thing.
Ben Affleck
And some other
The
shit.
cops were thinking this.
Yes, the cops, like the
Professionals.
the FBI was, yes. They were saying that she kidnapped herself to get back at the boyfriend, and then she's alive and she's setting this whole fucking thing up. And
She was getting back at him for texting his ex and doing all that shit.
So then they pretty much were calling it a hoax, thinking they were setting this shit up. And then that's pretty much the whole first episode. Then the second episode is all about old girl and how she's... Oh, because at the end of the first episode, the father gets a text message saying, I'm alive. I'm in front of your house. And they're like, what? In tarnation? That was in fucking something beach, Huntington Beach, California, which is 400 miles away. Very confusing. Seemed like a setup. Seemed like a hoax. And then the next episode happens.
So
I just gave away the entire thing.
No, I was just following along with the summary, actually, and that's crazy as fuck, but it was word for word, actually, what Mike just said. I think he was probably reading. Were you just on theguardian.com, Michael?
Yes, I was, dude. I was calling him a bitch and everything.
It was actually, no, that was literally, they used the same verbiage.
Yeah.
So after the first episode, where did you stand? Were you like, maybe this guy did do it? Or were you still on like no shot that this guy took her? Like he really genuinely seems like he has no idea where she was.
So I was on the dude's side the whole time. And then they started talking. But then I also was... So I don't know why, but I thought it was just the whole thing that happened was legit. Like it was like they got abducted. The old girl got kidnapped because people suck and yada yada. Like, and I never once thought that they set it up as a team or she set it up. I either thought that he killed her, but I didn't, or it actually happened. And I was at the point I was like, no, it seems like it actually happened.
Yeah. Crazy shit that I took away from it. All right, so second episode is basically all about the girl. She actually did get kidnapped. Denise did. She was at this guy's house, and the guy was like being super cordial with her.
Yeah.
For the most part, until the end, where some rapey shit happened.
Yeah, not some rapey shit.
No, some rapes happened. Yeah. And basically, like, the guy was like, hey, like, we're going to have to fuck because we need to set up, like, they're trying to set up ransom shit.
Yeah.
So that if they had her having sex on camera, then they could use it against her, essentially. But the dude was like, hey, we're going to have to do this. And the weird part about the second episode that we never find out is the black market shit. Like the other two guys that the original kidnapper was talking to in his house that Denise could hear. But we never
Yeah.
got any more information on that. And that's fucking terrifying if that's a real thing. I mean, I'm sure it is a real thing, but like black market kidnappers going to do a job, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think so. The way I look at it, I don't know. I mean, obviously, the sex trafficking is 1000% real and
Yeah.
absolutely happens like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think that like the rapey shit happens in that situation. But I could be very wrong. I mean, we're talking about kidnappers here, you know?
Well, this was like, yeah, this wasn't even like, obviously wasn't like a sex trafficking thing. It was like a hit, basically. It was like not a hit, but a hit kidnap. Like
Yeah.
somebody was like, we want Andrea taken from this
Yeah.
house.
But I
And
don't think I don't know though, dude. Because then when you stroll into that third episode, it seems like he was just this weirdly nice dude that was
yeah,
into this horribly terrible, monstrous shit. Where he's like, even the one chick that he comes in and he like tries to rape her, but then all of a sudden she starts going crazy and he just backs off and leaves and doesn't
yeah.
do it. That's crazy. Like you literally like on the home stretch, dog. Just finished the job. Which that sounded like I was pro rape. We're not pro rape. I'm apologizing.
Enough podcast, not pro rape. Didn't think we'd have to say that.
Like it's just so like so that's why I think that like it was all bullshit. It was just all him doing this shit. I bet you there wasn't a black market thing. I feel like there wasn't because it's like this dude was weird and he was like the peeping Tom shit and it's like it seemed like he was just like lonely and horrible and was like I don't want to like hurt these people but I want to like weirdly dominate them in the nicest way and it's like fucked up. So I think it was all a ruse. I mean the guy was a Harvard grad. I think that
was crazy
it
too,
was
a Harvard grad. And what was he in the military? Was he like
some sort of ex-military. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
but it's
but the
like
guy was a
I
fucking
don't know.
genius.
Yeah, clearly. I mean, fuck.
The way that he would get and the way that he did all this, like he did this to several people, but he'd find a way to sneak into your bedroom while you were sleeping. Like he'd get into your house, sneak up to your bedroom, and that's where he'd get you, which is fucking terrifying to think about.
And also, my thing is, for one, they never said anything about how he got in to any of the places.
No.
To her, and then the fact that he knew Aaron's name. He was telling Aaron to like, Aaron, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Yep.
Like by name, and it's just like it's fucking creepy and it's weird, but hey, you know what? The cops, dude. We gotta talk about those people. And also, how does the one FBI agent fucking get to be on the case? He was an ex-boyfriend of the ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, and the FBI director came out and was like, "Oh, I don't see any conflict of interest with it." Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
The ex was the target. That's a direct conflict of interest. Like she might have not got, but she was supposed to be getting got. So how can this guy be a part of the investigation?
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I don't get it. And it's like just as horrible people, man. Like
the fact that they shut off Aaron's phone when he got into the police station, like, and she was trying to call him, like they were just so quick to be like, "Yup, this guy killed her for sure." Yeah. That they totally blocked every other possibility out, which it's fucking crazy to me. Like it was like watching it and watching their press conferences, it literally felt like a joke. I was like, "There's no way they this negligent about sorting through the possibilities."
Yeah, and it's like the fact that there was like nothing really to go from. There's a little bit of like they took the blankets and they like so they're like there's little hints of like shit murder. Oh, if you kill her on the bed or something, you're gonna take the blankets and this and that. But it's like, dude, what are we talking about? And the fucked up part, this is going back to this fucking creep. The dude told Aaron that he's gonna contact him essentially to give her back, right?
Yep.
For the ransom, essentially. They turn off his phone, and the dude ended up calling twice.
Yep.
Like, and then that's when she's like, "Oh, I could have avoided the second rape." And it's like, God damn, like,
Yep.
it's like, oh my goodness, like, and the fact that this dude was emailing like the cops and the fucking the news story people, like, who did this guy fucking know?
I know. And shout out to the chick at the end in the third episode.
Oh yeah,
The one cop
cop.
from what was the city that she was from? Do you remember?
Hold on. Nope, don't got
Yep.
it. Go ahead, somebody.
Yeah, so there was a police officer in some other county in California that
Yeah.
was investigating something similar that happened, and then ended up finding this case and was like doing some research because she had
The blonde
the
hair.
the
On the
blonde hair.
goggles.
Yep, on the goggles. She had a pair of the blacked out goggles, and she was trying to figure out whose blonde hair it was. And sure enough, it was Denise's. So a cop from a different county in a different station ended up solving the case that
Yeah.
the cops in Vallejo had all the pieces of evidence
And-
and said, fuck it, we're not going to use any of them.
And not only did they have it and all this, when old girl called the fucking Vallejo ones, they were like, "Nah, we're on it. Like, nah, you're good. We don't need anything." And he was just like, "Dude," she was like, "Dude, I have everything." Like,
You
come
weren't
on.
answering the phone.
Yeah, and they were like, "Nah." Like, what?
How
in
are
the
you a
fuck?
police station that's not answering the phone from a call from another
Another
station?
police station. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what I'm saying. It's like, dude, that I maybe it was a little bit dramatized because of the production and shit, but like,
Yeah.
the just pure just lack
The
of
facts of the story are horrible on the police's
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, exactly. And they just ran this kid through the ringer too. Like, I thought it was super corny in the beginning though, the way they were talking, and I'm like, oh, and that's why when you told me to watch this, I was like, the first like 10 minutes, I was like, literally like kind of fuming in my chair, like, is this motherfucker serious? Did he really just this corny ass shit? And like, then it gets a little bit better. The third episode brings it all together. The first two episodes, I was cringing so much, just the way it fucked me for not having a heart, but like just the way they spoke about it, like it was so like acted and scripted, even though it was
Yeah.
very real. But like,
Mhm.
obviously for the fucking camera, they had to be a little like more emotional and this and that. And I was like, oh my God, you get these people off the screen. They obviously have never acted before. It was horrible. But then the last episode wrapped it all together, and I'm like, okay, this is a good story.
Yeah. But yeah, and then to wrap it up, all of the cops in the Vallejo, like nobody got in trouble essentially for
Yeah.
fucking this whole investigation up.
No,
the one dude got an
no.
award.
Yeah, but they got them for 2.5 mil.
Yeah,
That,
but
so it's
nobody
like,
got
hey,
fired.
No, but they sued the fuck out of the city, and I mean, I'm sure after the fact they may have fired somebody or someone else. I don't, maybe, you know what I mean?
would hope so. Dude, if I was living in the city and I watched that, I'd be like, hey,
I'm moving.
we got to get these guys the fuck out of office here. Like,
Yeah,
what are
I
we
agree.
doing?
Yeah, we need
And
to make a phone call or something.
Insane. There was, I mean, we're leaving out a million different things. There were so many crazy pieces of that story, but definitely go watch it. It's called American Nightmare. It's on Netflix.
Yeah,
it's worth
mean,
it's worth the 40 minutes an episode for 3 episodes.
yeah. I mean, and it's fucked and cool because there's a happy ending. Most of those
Yeah.
things don't have happy endings,
Right.
you know.
Very true.
So,
all right, let's get into the big game. We don't have to call it. We can call it the Super Bowl because we don't have any fucking sponsors. When Under 510 wants to start forking up some change, we'll start saying the big game. But until then, we're talking about the Super Bowl. Usher at halftime. We'll get into the game at the very end. Usher at halftime. How do we feel about that? Dude, did you see the picture of Usher did you see his like Skims photo shoot?
no, was he looking good?
Shredded out of his gourd. This guy
Oh,
could
I haven't
start
heard
a
that.
corner for the fucking Chiefs today.
I didn't
I
see
don't
that, but I could imagine that. I've seen him shirtless before and was like, wow, I wasn't expecting that.
I don't know how old he is. Jack, fact check that. He might be like, is he
I'd
50?
say, I'd say, no. Don't say the number yet. Let me
45.
guess here.
Oh, sorry.
You're a piece of shit.
What a
God
piece of
damn it.
shit.
Well, I was gonna say like 43, so I would have been wrong anyway. So I guess you saved me from my own embarrassment.
You're close in the number there.
Oh, yeah.
Where do you think this is gonna be at as far as like compared to other halftime shows?
I'm thinking, even though it's not even close to the same genre, I'm thinking it's gonna be kind of in that like that Eminem Dr. Dre one.
You think?
I don't think he's gonna go crazy. I think he's going to make it. Maybe that's a bad comparison. Maybe a little more like the Maroon 5 one, where it's like it's just him and a
Sure.
mic, and like I don't think he's gonna have a crazy production. I think he's just gonna go out there and fucking kill it.
Yeah, I think those are the best halftime shows. We've talked
I
about them
agree.
before. The
Yeah,
MJ one, the Bruno
yeah,
one. Like you need a dude up there that can fucking dance, and you need him basically by himself playing the hits. That's the
yeah.
recipe.
And that's the thing. He has so many good songs that I mean, he can that exactly just go play the hits, call it a day. Cut them in half and play 15 of them, and just fucking go from there.
What do you think he opens with?
I don't know.
I was
Probably
thinking
something.
maybe like
Fuck.
I was thinking "Love in This Club."
I'm thinking
Dun,
it's probably
dun,
like
dun,
that.
dun, 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 dun. That's just a hard
Yeah,
beat.
that's a good song. I could see him doing like man, now you fucked me up. I don't know what I was about to say.
Go
Fuck,
go
what's
through
the
the Usher
one?
catalog. You want me to hit you with some Usher songs?
Yeah, if you got him.
Yeah, let me run you through the catalog here. I'll just fucking
What was I thinking, dude?
yeah, I mean, yeah.
No.
DJ got us falling in love.
Yeah, that's the song I think I was thinking. Something like
DJ got
that.
us falling in love again.
Yeah, something that's like kind of like everyone knows. It's a little newer, poppy
Shawty, I
as fuck,
don't
and then
mind.
get into the hits after the fact. They never start with their best song.
Oh,
Go
dude, or
make that
Scream.
money, money, money. Bro, that song's so fucking good. I remember ripping the fucking ripstick out in the garage, ripping that song.
Come on, dude.
Bro,
Come on.
last week,
You
Mike, Bob and
forget.
I were watching some trivia,
Uh-huh.
and Dynamite by Teo Cruz came out.
Oh, I
That was
love
like part
that.
of and I listened to it, Bob, the other day on my way to work.
Yeah.
Still a fucking 11 out of 10 song.
A timeless hitter.
Just a timeless classic.
Yeah.
That song.
Someday it's gonna be like
Teo
fucking.
Cruz is our Mozart.
It's gonna be in the Smithsonian one day.
It's gonna be Rolling Stones, Teo Cruz,
Yep.
back to back. People are gonna have them in the same conversation someday. Yeah,
Teo Cruz
Teo Cruz.
instead of Taylor Swift.
I
But
do.
what do you think? You think he's gonna do well? I think he's gonna do well.
Yeah, I think he's gonna crush it. I think he has 10
You think he
songs
brings?
that everybody
Mhm.
knows and everybody loves. And if he gets his
Yeah.
ass up there and he's fucking moving and grooving, I hope it's your standard stage, like on
Yeah.
the ground. I don't need you to be in the
100%.
air. I don't need you to be doing anything like that. I just
Nah,
need
I
this
agree.
man and a microphone. And
Yeah.
I think he'll do that. I think he'll class the joint up a little bit. I really do.
Do you think he brings anybody out?
That's the question. I don't think he brings anybody out. I don't know who he would bring out. Like there's the Taylor Swift rumors. Obviously that's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's like when we thought that Rihanna was gonna like bring Drake or someone out on last year. It's like no, just because they're in the building doesn't mean they're gonna be on the stage.
If anybody was going to come out with Usher, it'd be sick if it was Chris Breezy, but that shit ain't happening. That guy's in hot water every 5 seconds. Every time you turn around, you can't have him on stage at the Super Bowl. But
I mean, you could do
just
like
smack the shit out of somebody.
Doesn't he have a song with like Pitbull?
Yes, see, Pitbull could I'd have no interest in that. I hope that wouldn't happen.
What?
Mr. 305?
I'm just not a Mr. 305 guy. I get it.
Shout out to
I get it.
Shout out to Kyle Brown. He would have your ass if he heard you say that. So you better hope he's not listening. That guy
Kyle-
lives and dies
To
by
have
fucking
that.
Mr. 305.
Kyle Brown's
Mr.
moving to
Worldwide.
Miami the second he
Yeah.
can.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Bro, he knows it's
One-way
so
ticket.
weird. He knows peanut butter toast and every word to every single Pitbull song ever.
First of all, that's bullshit because Pitbull's first like 4 albums were in Spanish, dude.
I was gonna say,
He
Pitbull
probably
even
learned
have a-
Spanish for
does-
Pitbull.
does Pitbull have a catalog? I didn't even know. I thought he had like 8 to 9 songs, and
So-
like it was just everybody knew those songs.
I thought it was
Weirdly
just Timber.
enough, dude, I went down this rabbit hole once, and he has a shit ton of music. First of all, a lot of it in Spanish, a lot of it rap. It was like rap though, not
Really?
like pop. Yeah, it was like, I mean, if you really think about what he does now, he raps over like poppier songs, you know?
Like the Hot Boys was almost Pitbull instead of Lil Wayne, like that kind of fucking rap.
Yeah, dude. Like he
It's
definitely
still
was, like, he
Pitbull
like
rap,
rapped
though.
in Spanish. It was in Spanish, so it was different.
But there was no groove to it. It was him spitting.
Yeah, it was, man. I listened to a couple songs and I was like, Dale, get your ass out of here. You know what I mean? I don't need this anymore. So
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good halftime show. I'm hopeful for it.
yeah.
Let's get into some of these props because these will bring up some other celebrities and some more pop culture shit like that. First one I got for you.
Yeah.
This guy was in the news this week. Big ol' fucking hanger on him, by the way. Shout out to my guy Drizzy, the Six God.
Aubrey. Yeah.
My guy Aubrey,
The guy has a crank on him for sure.
an absolute fucking hose. If you got hit in the head with that thing, that's a bonk that you're not waking up from. Shout out the Six God.
Do you think that was real? That was
Yes,
really
I do.
long. Dude,
1000%.
that thing was like a foot, bro.
Yeah, that's Drake.
I don't know, dude. I feel
That's
like
our guy.
I feel like someone fucking photoshopped that thing.
I don't think so.
Dude, Anaconda.
He was real
don't
quick.
want none.
He was real quick to come out too after and be like, "Yeah, that was definitely me." So, and who
What
would?
did he say? Didn't he tweet? He was like, I wasn't hiding the meat from everybody. I was like hiding. I don't know. He pretty much was saying like, you guys didn't deserve this dick, dude. Like I wasn't hiding it. You just don't deserve it.
Yeah, he was right. He was right. The prop is what team apparel will Drake be wearing? Chiefs -170, Niners +130. I'm pretty sure he's worn Chiefs shit in the past. Just because
know, I
he's
can see-
like, he's the guy that jumps on the whoever's the winning team kind of thing.
I don't know, man. He's Nike, bro, and Patrick Mahomes is Adidas. I don't know. He might have to go rooting for like Debo. He's signed with Jordan. Watch out. If he's got Debo Samuel merch on, that's fucking weird brain right there, knowing that shit.
Yeah, I like
Jordan
that. So
guys
there's
keep with stick, you know?
there's a little value for you from the Fair Enough podcast. Little
Yeah.
Niners +130 on the Drake team apparel from your local bookie.
So
Take a
you
look
heard
at
it here
that.
first.
Yeah, you did. Roger Goodell. How many times will he be shown? The over-under is set at 1.5.
Definitely one. I think two.
I think
think he'll
2
go
as
over.
well, for whatever reason.
I think
One
they'll show
just
him in the
seems like
beginning.
not enough.
Yeah, I feel like they'll show him in the beginning. They'll show him, Commissioner Roger Goodell's in the house, yada yada, meh. And then
Right.
sometime towards the end of the game, when it's a phenomenal game, and they just got done showing fucking Taylor Swift or something, they're gonna
And they're
show
sucking
him, like,
Roger's dick for putting the product out there.
yes,
Perfect.
yeah, perfect.
Getting
So,
on
I think-
like a weird onesie bathing suit to get ready to Scrooge McDuck into a pool of gold coins. That's just how I picture Roger Goodell. Just
That
dumb
might have
rich,
been
that guy.
that might have been the funniest thing you've ever said, dude.
It's like,
You
that's
put
what
on
I
a
picture.
onesie bathing suit to Scrooge McDuck into a pile of gold coins. Oh, that was fucking phenomenal. Yeah, I think 2 or more though, for sure.
Yeah. Two's got to be the number. We're hitting the over there.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting one. I don't know the stats on this, Jack. You might need to look this up. How many times this has happened? But a player proposing to his girlfriend on the field after the game, yes, is plus 210. No, minus 190. Kind of like close odds. Closer than I would have thought it would have been like yes plus 1,000.
Yeah.
You know? Like I thought maybe this happens all the time. I don't know. Jack, you might
I was
find
gonna
that
say,
information for
my
us.
thing is like, how often does like some random lineman do it? You know, or is this
Right.
specifically pointed at Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce? That's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy fact. The
What's
last
it?
person to propose during the Super Bowl was Los Angeles Rams safety Taylor Rapp.
Whoa,
Okay,
that
so
was
Super
4
Bowl
years ago?
56.
yeah, that was 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
This is 58.
Oh yeah, Safford won. Yeah, damn. So I guess every other year. Can you look up time before that, or is that fucking lost and found?
Ooh.
Never.
Everything is
Never.
on this Taylor, dude.
All right,
Yeah.
then fuck it. We'll get off of it. I say nay.
I don't think T Swift and Kelce are like Kelce is already getting enough shit. He doesn't want to throw that shit in the bag too.
No, I agree. I don't think that he's gonna do it. And then honestly, at the end of the day, if you're maybe a Niners guy, but if the Chiefs win, no one else on the Chiefs is gonna be like, yeah, dude, I'm gonna propose to my girl on the same day that possibly the biggest person on the earth is gonna get proposed to. You know what I mean? Like
That's a great point. You
I'm
can't
not-
be overshadowed.
Yeah, not risking it on one of the bigger decisions you're ever gonna make and questions you're gonna ask. So it's got to be a Niners guy. I'm saying no.
Yeah, I like that.
Another fun fact here.
Yeah.
Super Bowl 16,
Jesus Christ. Okay.
January 24th, 1982, was played at
So is
the
that Detroit?
Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan, and the 49ers beat the Bengals 26-21. There's your Super Bowl
What?
16 fun fact of the
There
day.
we go. In case you were like, damn, I wonder what happened in that 82 Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Jack just
Yep.
he gave you the score in a breakdown.
Yes.
Literally, I thought like, okay, maybe it was like Chiefs Niners. Like,
Yep.
no, literally one thing that was even relevant was the fact that the Niners played in that one too. Everything else was different.
Nothing to
Played
do
at
with
the
anything.
Silverdome. Come on.
Here's your no nonsense fact of the day.
Straight to the fucking gut.
Shit. Yeah, there's Jack's autism coming out a little bit.
Yep. All right, let's this one we're going to do a little bit of there's some juice to this one. So, let me get my number here. Holy shit. All right. National anthem. I love this one. I wish that, and I don't know if this will happen, but sports books like DraftKings and FanDuel, like the big sports book needs to adopt things like this. I understand the ones where it's like, all right, there's some gray area. For national anthem length, it's fucking black and white. Have a DraftKings clock in the back. I don't give a shit. Like, make sure that we know, all right, this is how long the national anthem's going for. Over under. By the way, it's Reba McEntire. Reba McEntire is singing the national anthem. Over under is set at 89 and a half seconds. Little fun fact. I'm going to give you several facts, but fun fact, Reba's last big national anthem was the 97 World Series. It was Marlins and somebody. She came in at 83 back in 97. So she was really quick. Remember, the number is 89 and a half. Let me run down the last, I'll give you the last 10 time in seconds. Chris Stapleton, 120. Mickey Guyton, 110. Eric Church, 136. Demi Lovato, 110. Gladys Knight, 122. Pink, 113. Luke Bryan, 124. Lady Gaga, 143. Indina Menzel, 125. Renee Fleming, 122. Alicia Keys, 155. Nobody's even sniffing 90. So for this thing to be set at 89.5, like, is she going to fly through this thing?
I don't know.
Everybody's in the 110s, like 20 seconds more.
No, a lot of them I felt like were in the 120s. But either way.
Yeah, that's what I mean. 110 was a generous number.
Yeah. You think she's going to... Hold on. So 90 seconds?
90 seconds.
Oh! I missed that. All right. So you're saying that everyone went over that number.
The last person to even get under 100 was Kelly Clarkson in 2012 at 93. So even she hit the over.
Okay.
Everybody hit the over by a long shot.
I misinterpreted the rules. But yeah, that's wild now that you're thinking. Okay, so but 83.5 was the other one, right? Or 83 she did? Like,
yep, 83. She flew through it.
Maybe she's just a known fast singer.
Maybe she's just an avid football fan and she wants to get this shit on, you know?
Well, maybe she fucking puts on for Toby and goes over the line because she's fucking I love this land or whatever the fuck.
Maybe she gets a little Toby. They should do a Toby tribute. They really should.
Yeah, I really think so too. Dude, that is quick though. How long is like the standard? Like the one you learn in school?
Well, so the average Super Bowl national anthem over the last however long they've been doing the Super Bowl is 103.5 seconds. That's the average.
Yeah, that's weird. Take the over.
So, yeah.
Don't let it fool you.
Don't let 97 make you think.
Yeah.
That he might have changed. She's getting a little long-winded in her old age. This was 26 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's gonna fly over this thing.
That just seems so fucking quick. Like not even 2 minutes.
Isn't that crazy?
Like, yeah, a minute and a half. I don't even know if I can fucking brush my teeth in under a minute and a half if I wanted to. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, technically,
let alone throw it down for our country.
Yeah, I don't know. That's fucked up, dude. Whoever's playing God Bless America, I don't know if they even do that. They better show out though.
You want to hear what's the craziest part about this? The over set at plus 100. The under set at minus 130. Wow. Vegas thinks this thing's going under. Yeah, feels like free money.
I don't know. Play it. You should fucking do it. Do your mail order.
I can't, dude. I don't know anybody. You know, then I gotta talk to Bovada and the Bahamas, and I gotta fucking do all that. It's just a whole thing.
Yeah. Have you ever cashed out from Bovada?
No, I just gave them dollars. That was all I ever did.
It was always the sketchiest thing on the planet. I've only did it a few times, but literal check. Bank is always like, why is there this Cuban fucking check?
Yeah.
You know,
who's
every
this?
fucking time. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I hit the national anthem over. That's what happened. Gatorade Color, a classic.
Orange. What's the?
I'll run through them for you. I'll run through the odds for you. Purple plus 275. That's the leader. Orange plus 325. Blue plus 375. Yellow plus 375. Red plus 400. Clear plus 1100. You want me to run through the last 5 baths for you? What they were?
Do it.
All right. Chiefs last year was purple. Year before that, blue. Year before that, blue. Year before that, orange. Year before that, blue. So 3 of the last 5 have been blue with an orange and a purple sprinkled in there. Purple leader in the clubhouse at plus 275. Feel like you're getting some value with blue at plus 375.
Well, did KC win any of the blues? Because KC probably was the orange and the fucking purple.
Well, KC just won. Then before that, the blue would have been the one before KC. The Bucks.
didn't they?
Before them, it would have been the
Oh
Rams.
no. So it was KC, Rams, Bucks.
Then KC must have been orange.
Maybe
There
they
you
don't like
go.
blue.
The
Maybe they
value
don't like
for
blue.
Mike. So they got purple and orange. You're right.
I say orange because I think I remember seeing Andy Reid get showered with the orange. I thought it was last year, to be honest with you. That's why I blurted out orange right away.
The orange. 100%.
Orange.
That's all they're drinking over there.
I don't know. I think they go back to the orange though.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they've changed it makes me nervous. That makes me lean blue.
They're like, yeah, we're going with something completely different.
Yeah.
I think those are the only real options. I don't think yellow or red are options.
I do have some numbers on this as well.
I love that.
The most popular Gatorade bath over the last 23 Super Bowls has been orange. It's hit 5 times at a 21% clip. Clear/water, blue, and no bath at all are the second most. Those have cashed 4 times each at 17%. So basically orange and then blue, no bath, or water.
Water seems fucking dumb. Why in the world would we just dump water on a guy?
And I feel like I remember seeing, like, when the guys are given the Gatorade bath, like, it feels like they'll pop the top and then look inside. Am I, like, weird for having that memory, or does everybody think that? Like, I feel like they take a check.
Is this the right one?
Yeah. You're not dumping water. If you're dumping water, you're a fucking loser.
Yeah, I agree. And if you're doing no bath, you guys must be like Mormon or something, because I don't get it. Like, what are we doing here?
Let me tell
like
you
a tradition.
Last no bath was Super Bowl 51, the Patriots won. No bath for Coach Belichick.
I guess if anyone wasn't going to get it, he is a dude that can just give a look and be like, don't you fucking dare.
Yep. There was another no bath 4 years before that. The Harbaugh, Ravens-Niners, when the Ravens won, John Harbaugh, no bath.
Man, that's lame. I don't like it.
Here's the wildest trend. Super Bowls 39, 40, 41, 42. This was part of the Patriots dynasty. This is when the Steelers beat the Cardinals, Colts beat the Bears, Giants beat the Patriots the first time. All 4 of those, clear water. 4 in a row it hit.
That's weird. You think maybe they were
so weird.
Maybe they were like really health conscious at the time. They were kind of like they were having trouble with the contracts with Gatorade, so they were like, "Fuck you."
Well, and the only guy, I mean, Tony Dungy wasn't that old. Tom Coughlin, I mean, you pour some Gatorade on him, he could die. I could see that for the Giants.
Yeah,
he was old as shit. These other guys, Bill was middle age. Bill Cowher, middle age. Tony Dungy was a spry guy.
Yeah. You're not wrong. That's funny though. Maybe it's just now that you can like bet on it and do all the goofy shit. The no bath seems like it's just not an option, you know?
I agree.
Where it's like, shit. There's 2 guys that aren't going to see the field all game. They better be ready to dump or putting coloring in, you know?
Yeah, exactly. They have that
insider trading. They're like, hey, what's the color of the Gatorade going to be?
Yep. Let me get on Bovada quick. Last one here, and then we'll wrap this thing up. Number of songs out of Usher. Over-under is sitting at 8.5. Over, -130. Under, -110. Last 6 performers have gone over this number of 8.5.
Yeah, it's hard for me to not see him do that many. Just with how many good songs he has. Like, there's just no way. He won't play full songs, guarantee that, but he'll, play 2 minutes of one song and then transition into the next, like everyone, and just get off like fucking 15 of them.
That's the thing that I was kind of thinking about too. Like, his songs especially, you don't need the whole thing.
No.
You can make the whole performance into just a sick mashup. Just make it a big booty mix. Just turn the whole thing into a big booty mix. 1 minute of each song. That's all we need.
Easily.
Play
And I mean,
15 of them, like you said.
Yeah, slow to high does not matter too. Like our slow to fast, because he has a lot of, it'd be so easy. He's gonna play a bunch.
I think so too. I'll give you the numbers here. Last year, Rihanna 15, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, that whole thing, they did 11. The Weeknd, horrible halftime show, he did 9, so he hit over 8.5. Shakira and J-Lo did 17.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Maroon 5 did 9, and then the Super Bowl 52, JT did 11. So last six have been over 8.5.
Seems like the trend is like when it's just pretty much like one dude or one person, and you're on a normal. It's like, or maybe the stage more so. Like Shakira and J-Lo didn't do too much. I mean, Rihanna was kind of up in the air, but really wasn't doing too much. Like a lot of the Weeknd was running around like an asshole. The Dre, all them, they had 4 people they had to switch through. Like Maroon 5 brought Travis Scott out. Like but the people that were just out there, they were just killing it.
Mm-hmm.
So if he doesn't bring out a guest, I'm taking them over. Do they announce that kind of shit?
No, they don't announce it. I don't think so.
No, they don't. I'm fucking
just
stupid.
rumors swirl. Okay.
Twitter.
That is our. Twitter. We're going over for Usher songs, by the way, but that is our. That is our Super Bowl wrap up. I love the Super Bowl episode. It feels like we always have a good time on the Super Bowl episode. There's just a bunch of funny shit to talk about. Hopefully,
it's just crazy. What?
The 2025 Fair Enough Super Bowl episode, we'll be talking fucking. We didn't even talk about the game, but I don't really give a fuck about this game, to be honest with you. I'll take the Chiefs just because I'm tired of betting against Patrick Mahomes and losing. Hopefully for the 2025s. Are you?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, maybe we should have gotten the game.
I think he gets it done.
I hope you're right. I hope the Niners do win, because then they'll be a little bit less hungry next year. Make room for the lie, guys. 2025 Super Bowl episode. You heard it here first.
Let's wrap this shit up.
Are you sure? We should get a little bit more into your dinner conversation.
Yeah, Mike's got to go eat. He's hungry. I'll tell you that for free.
I am hungry, dude. I haven't eaten since fucking noon.
Yeah, fucking
love
prick.
You guys.
All right. Episode 103 is a wrap. Get on Bovada. Call your bookie.
We're on it.
And bet on Drake's big dick and what fucking jersey he's going to wear. We love you guys, and we will see you for episode 104 next week. Peace.
Deuce.